There it is. Sorry, this isn't Detroit, nor is it the survival thing that I was doing. But that's fine. This is just something I wanted to do in my free time. Been working on it. Yeah, it's getting pretty good. Got the entrance, you know. You go this way. Got that. Hello. So Dylan, I am sorry that I just don't feel like streaming Detroit right now. So I'll do that tomorrow. But I really felt like doing this. So that's what I'm doing. I was like, well, since I'm working on this, might as well, you know, stream it. It's not the most interesting gameplay, but I mean, shit. Leave me alone. I got this. It's alright. But yeah, how's life? Shut up, no one likes you. Like, literally, why are you guys all the way out here? Your village is over there. Go back. Lexi is in the living room and Oliver's crying right now, so that's fun. But yeah, I've got to fix this thing, or I could just build it over it. Life is what? How should I do this? Because, like, this is supposed to be like you have the courtyard over here, and then you have the area, like, right here where everyone comes, and it's like, the king, or whatever, I don't fucking care. And then build it with compassion, you know? But, yeah, no. This is difficult. We'll start with this. Literally, what stopped you from doing that? Okay. Stupid blocks. Anyway. Did I tell you about the session that I did with, the playtest with Wyatt and Thomas? Okay, so in the playtest, I had them fight 2 Logia type users, because I just wanted to see if the main reason for the playtest was to see if the devil fruits were too OP. So I had them start out as level 10 characters, and I had them fight 2 Logia type devil fruits, which are the most OP devil fruits. And I had them fight 1 Paramecia type, because there's 1 Paramecia type, which they're the most common, and they can range from like one of the strongest devil fruits in the game to one of the worst devil fruits in the game. Literally go away. But I had them fight the strongest Paramecia type, the weakest Logia type, and the strongest Logia type. And they managed to beat all 3. So, and I didn't give them any class specialties. It was just devil fruits. Okay. I just gave them the devil fruit powers. Like, they didn't get any class bonuses, or they didn't fight with any weapons other than weapons that would benefit their devil fruits, you know. But honestly, yeah. Honestly, I don't understand, like, as soon as I built this, a whole bunch of them, when there isn't as many now, but there was quite a few, but like, a whole bunch of them were all in here, and I was like, why? Listen, I built this for me. You guys don't get to come in here. And they're like, nah, this is our home now. But anyway, anyway, the first Logia type they fought was the Merc fruit, which that one went pretty well. I might have to go burn them down. But yeah, no, the Merc fruit basically is a worse version of the Dark fruit, which absorbs everything, and the Merc fruit gives you a similar power. But anyway, Thomas was playing as a brute, and he did like 60 damage in 1 hit. So I gave the Merc dude 100 health. So after that, he was like basically dead. So I was like, well, I might as well use the only offensive attack that he has, which was Quicksand. And basically, the person that you use Quicksand on has 2 turns. Yeah, but the person that you use Quicksand against has 2 turns to he has 2 turns to succeed on a strength saving throw, and if he fails both times, then he is absorbed. 1, 2, 3. Like, it doesn't kill the person, but they basically can't use their character again until the guy who absorbed them is defeated. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But yeah, that's like the only offensive move that he has, which it doesn't do any damage, but it still is very helpful. And he's regarded as the worst, or that fruit is regarded as the worst Logia type, but still pretty good. But yeah, basically I used Quicksand. Thomas, the brute, who was the only person who could actually do damage, because Wyatt was playing as a doctor, was absorbed, and they couldn't. Since Wyatt, instead of boosting his stats, he got Moonwalk as an attribute, or not attribute, a feat, that's what they're called. He got Moonwalk as a feat, so, old Boyo, since I didn't give them any bonuses, couldn't fly. So, he couldn't reach him, so Wyatt just shot him with the crossbow until, he died, but it took quite a while. Then in the second fight against, we were calling him Whitebeard, but it wasn't actually Whitebeard, but, one sec. I hate doing stuff at night. Anyway, they were fighting against the guy with the Tremor fruit, and that's when Wyatt discovered that the doctors have the diseases, which they're not, most of them aren't like super OP, but they're helpful. But there's one called Mindfire, that's what it's called. But Mindfire is super OP, and I had to nerf it. Yeah, let's find out. Host options, TNT, tile drops mob loot. Okay. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for now. Probably. Oh well, I'll just do it later. But anyway, the fight with the guy that we were just calling Whitebeard because I didn't feel like giving him an actual name. Basically, when Wyatt discovered the disease vials and the Mindfire, he kept trying to hit him with Mindfire, and he kept missing. So he decided to do the strength one first, since I made him strength based, considering his devil fruit was very strength oriented. So that gave him disadvantage on strength stuff, so it made it really hard for him to actually hit Thomas. So Thomas tried his best to go in melee range with him, or stay in melee range, so that Wyatt wouldn't, you know, get yeeted from the sky with his shockwaves. So, anyway, since he had a high AC, Thomas had a really hard time actually doing any damage, or hitting him at all. So it took a while, but, anytime, eventually, Whitebeard, he would hit Thomas, and whenever he hit Thomas, he did almost all of, he took like almost all of Thomas's health in like almost one attack. So I nerfed his damage a little bit, but not too bad. But anyway, Thomas had to run away from the fight, and then whenever Thomas like first started running away from the fight, that's whenever Wyatt finally hit Whitebeard with Mindfire, which what Mindfire does, this is a thing that I took straight out of the D&D book. I didn't create this. This was D&D boys. They did it. But what it does is it, yeah, Thomas wanted to be a tank, but at the same time he's not the best as a tank, but that's fine. But Mindfire, before Whitebeard could do anything, he had to roll a d10, and if he rolled a 1, he used all of his movement speed to go in a random direction, which would be decided by the dice. If he rolled a 2 through 6, he would do absolutely nothing. He rolled a 7 or an 8, he would attack anyone in his range, and if no one was in his range, he would do nothing for that turn. And if he rolled a 9 or a 10, then he could do whatever he wanted. So most of the time whenever I was playing, I kept rolling like 3s and 4s and shit. So the entire time for most of that fight, Whitebeard did absolutely nothing, which is like one of the main reasons that they were able to beat him, was because of fucking Mind Fire. So it's like super OP, not gonna lie. But yeah. But yeah, eventually they whittled his health down little by little. Yeah. But they eventually whittled his health down, and I was like, well, now that they got his health down to this, I will use his like most OP attack, which is basically bringing a tsunami on them. Which it really wouldn't affect Thomas, because Thomas was a fishman, but it would get Wyatt out of the sky. At least if Wyatt didn't drown from it. But the only problem is that he also had to make a roll, and if he failed, then he would get swept away and die because he can't swim. But you know, usually he has advantage on strength throws, so you know, he had disadvantage on that because of the other disease that Wyatt used. So he eventually ended up killing himself. That's what I was gonna say, because whenever he used the tsunami thing, I rolled really badly, and he yeeted himself. But that's fine. But yeah, honestly, the main reason why it was so OP, honestly, I don't care. Anyone that you're fine playing, because like, personally my favorite map has always been Origins, you know? And no one ever wants to play Origins, so it's like, I guess I'm dead. But you know, it's fine. God damn it. We can play Kino and Notch. I'm fine with that. Do I need to bring my PS4 over so we actually have the option for that, or do you have a way to play those? But yeah. How do I want to do this? Okay, I'll do that then. Should I go like that, possibly? I don't know. Okay, that doesn't really matter to me, but yeah. Okay, but yeah. I'm trying to remember what I was saying. Something about something. Honestly, probably doesn't matter, but that's fine. I'm still going to talk about it. Oh yeah. But yeah, honestly, the Doctor isn't as OP as I thought, because like the main reason why it was doing so good was because we decided that for time's sake we wouldn't worry too much about the amount of shit he had in his inventory, you know? But the biggest nerf to the doctors in the first place is that they can only have a limited amount. So the fact that he could just keep shooting the stuff over and over again was what made it really OP. But regardless, I still nerfed the Mind Fire and everything. Oops. But yeah. As for the fight with the next guy, it would have been a lot higher, or not a lot, more difficult if I would have immediately nerfed Mind Fire. But since I waited on nerfing it, it made it really easy, because Wyatt just like straight out of the gate used Mind Fire on the Boya, and basically immediately won the game just by doing that. But they had a little bit of trouble at one point because old Boya, the guy, they were fighting the lightning type fruit. Yeah. The only problem with it is that it's a 7. Like, it's a really high level spell. That's like the only reason they had it and everything. But so it makes sense that it would be that good because of how high level it is. But they were fighting the guy with the lightning fruit, the rumble fruit, and at one point he actually, like, the guy that they were fighting actually managed to catch them and did a whole bunch of damage. And in this fight, Thomas, he was absolutely useless, because anytime you do melee damage to the rumble fruit, you take, I think it was 1d8. You take 1d8 lightning damage if you fight him in melee combat without using like a weapon or something. And since Thomas is a brute, his primary thing is using his fists, so it was like, oop, guess you're dead. Oh, how do I want to do this? Yeah, so Doctor is probably one of the best things to be this version of D&D anyway. We also had like a real session after the playtest, and they both decided that they really liked the people that they played as, obviously. And so, since they really enjoyed the people that they played as, they stayed them, and they did pretty good, except for the fact that, okay, so whenever they were fighting the actual bandits, they did pretty good, but they got yeeted by the bear, like their first encounter. They got absolutely decimated. And it was really funny. I mean, I don't know, it's really up to you guys. If you guys want them to play with us, they can, then I can, you know, invite them over whenever we all finally get down and play, but only if it's okay with everyone else, you know? They're really chill. You know, I started with a bear because they were in a forest, and I was like, well, might as well throw a bear at them. You know? But, yeah. Yo, Colby. What's up, B? We're just talking about the session that I did with Thomas and Wyatt and them. Honestly, I don't like the way this looks at all. Not gonna lie. Okay. But, yeah. Oh, fuck. I feel like this is really awkward and I don't really like it. I might have to fix it. Yeah? Okay. This will be fine. It'll be fine. I'll just erase it if it doesn't look good. Yeah, you're not wrong. Okay. So let's go. How many did I go? Let's go all the way there. God damn it. Okay. And we'll fix whatever needs to be fixed later. The main part, I just want the outline done. But yeah. Honestly, I really can't wait to do the One Piece session with you guys. It's gonna be fucking great. Like, I can't wait to actually play in it. And on one hand, I really want to get a devil fruit, but I also really want to play as a guy who is like super against getting devil fruits. And people who use them. Like, he won't attack them or anything, but he will judge them, you know? Or something like that. I don't know, I'll work on it later. Yes. Devil fruits are the equivalent of vaccines. If if you have a devil fruit, the only way you can be cured is if you drink jelly juice. This is coming along quite nice. Because, Dylan, it is the best thing in the world. We should all buy like 50 gallons worth of jelly juice. And like chug it. I'm sure we won't die. Let's see. Cool. What map? Wow. Nuketown is a really hard map, not gonna lie. I'm not saying I don't like it, I'm just saying it's definitely one of the more difficult ones. Yeah, I probably couldn't make it to round 28 by myself on Nuketown. I could try. Nice. Okay, so do that. Honestly, I like the way this castle's turning out. It's definitely a lot better than my last attempt at a castle. I tried to build one like on a mountain and it didn't look good. It looked extremely awkward and really dumb. But that's fine. And this one is still not the best, but it's much better. I gotta go to Brunswick tomorrow. I'm taking Drew and Landon to my dad's house. I feel that. You see, the way I did my castle on the mountain was, rather than actually building a castle on a mountain, I just kinda covered the mountain in stone bricks and was like, is this a castle? So, you know, there was an attempt. Is there flags? Like, I know there's banners, but is there, like, actual flags? Doesn't look like it. Usually whenever I play, I build like a I build like a house on like stilts, and I kinda just build from there. But I was doing like my own survival thing, and I had gotten pretty far, but then I died to lava, and it pissed me off. And so I kinda just stopped playing, and I deleted that one, because I got super pissed. Because like, okay, so I died in the lava, but I had one of those baby things, the Totem of Undying. So I was like, okay, well, at least I can get out of the lava, so I did, and then I realized I didn't have any food on me, so I was like, oh, well, I'll just, since I'm burning, I still have time, so I dug my way into like a little hallway or whatever. I dug a little hallway for me, and I sat there. I went a good ways in, sat there, and was like, okay, well, I'll just come right back here whenever I die. And whenever I died, you know how like you can see like where your stuff lands after you die? Well, I watched, and all my stuff like shot all the way down the hallway and into the lava. Like, not all of it, obviously, but the good stuff. Because like I didn't care about like the 600, 700 cobblestone I had on me. But I had some diamond armor, an enchanted diamond sword, and a diamond pickaxe. And all of that got thrown down the hallway and into the lava whenever I died. Because apparently your shit like doesn't want to stack on top of each other. You know, that sounds like a fun time. Okay, start building this up a little bit. I might start watching more Tokyo Ghoul tonight. I started it, and I was like, okay, this is weird, but I got it now. Yeah? Honestly, I think my favorite thing about Minecraft is the fact that you can, like, it has practically limitless building potential, like, you know, for making shit, like, for example, castles and stuff, while also having, like, a survival aspect and a story part to the game. And on top of that, you don't have to pay for online servers. Good. But, yeah. I can't remember what I was talking about, but that's fine. I don't like this, I'm gonna do it on the inside. It sounds like Drew, Piercy, and Landon are back. They went running. Good. Good. That's great, honestly. Okay, let's get a look. God damn it. God damn it. Stop being this way. There we go. Honestly, it's turning out pretty good. I like it. Good. You know, love it when things work out like that. You see, after building this castle, I would put this on survival. Yeah, that's weird, because, like, you would kind of be like the prophet, but, like, yet you were sacrificed. So it's strange, but, you know. Yeah, I bet, honestly. But yeah. Honestly, I probably should have designed this world a little bit better, but that's fine. Because, like, you have custom super flat shit that you can do whenever you generate the world, but, like, I didn't do too much. I was just like, okay, because whenever I did this, it was just to mess around, like, have a world that me and Kara could play on. And she was like, hey, build a castle, and I was like, okay. And now we have this. And it's still nowhere near finished. I'll figure out what I'm gonna put in here later on. I was thinking about, like, having some, like, bleachers or something over here, like something like stands, having like a little runway or something. What was your valuable item? Oof. Yeah, I wouldn't have done that. Okay. Well. You know, I don't exactly know what you mean by it worked, but, you know, I'm sure whatever. Wait, was it to get rid of the rain? Yeah. Good. How many sacrifices were there before they finally decided that they should sacrifice you? Good. That's fine. Boy, betcha he was angry. He wasn't what the gods wanted. Honestly though, gold's not the best. Probably. Honestly, I've done a lot today. I might stop. Yeah, it breaks way too easily. That's fine. I did that, and I finished that, and that's everything that I did today. Honestly, I've never done any online stuff with Minecraft because most of the time whenever I want to do online stuff, I want to like keep it between me and my friends. And Piercy doesn't want to buy Minecraft because he's like, I would almost never play it without you guys. You don't have a PS4. Colby has it, but we just haven't had the chance yet. Yeah. That's fine. Oh boy. I'm really glad I'm really happy about the way the arch turned out. I was really worried about it. Like, I probably could have made it a little better, but honestly, this is fine. Okay, well, next time I work on this, I'll start doing the hard part. Anyway, I'm gonna get off now. I'll do another 10 minutes of, the YouTube one. And then I'll probably, like, get off, the stream or whatever. You need to not be... Lexi was playing with me earlier. Okay. Go plant these over here. I was about to go get some berries, but then I was like, why would I do that? Literally have a bunch of them in my inventory right now. Nice. Dylan, you watched the last video I did, where I like kinda streamed without you guys for a little while. Question mark? Okay, well, I'll just give you a rundown of what happened. I streamed for a good 30 minutes, discovered that there was a village in that direction, and stole a bunch of their shit. And that's literally all that happened. Why I did this, I could just how about I just kill the children? Like, everyone else can live, but the children have to die. Oh yeah, the new games for like PlayStation's free games for next month are one's like a it's supposed to be like a futuristic racing game, which is like, you know, oh, that's alright, I guess. I definitely like racing games, but like not a whole lot, you know. But anyway, the other one is a 4-player sniper game. I don't know exactly. It's set in like World War II or something, but like, you know, it's fine. I lose track because I kind of like get off track because I'm like, oh, I'm building. I have to concentrate on building, and then I realized that I was talking, so I was like, oh yeah, I gotta continue speaking because that's how you do things. I tell you what, I am horrible multitasking, but that is fine. Go find some sand after this. Okay. Go to bed, then whenever I wake up, I'll go get some sand. Actually, I'll fix that before I go to bed, because I've decided that I don't want it to be like this, because this would obscure some of my view. So I will do it like that instead. God damn it. I really gotta pee, so as soon as this stream is over, I'm gonna go pee. Yeah, I'll probably, okay, so after I get back from my dad's tomorrow, which, honestly, I get off work at 5, and it's about an hour drive, and they'll want me to stop and talk, so I'll probably end up being back at 8 to 8:30-ish. But yeah, anyway, after I get back, I will stream Detroit, so we can get a bit more into that. I would do more of a stream tonight, but honestly, the only reason I even wanted the stream is just so I can have someone to talk to while I build the castle thing. it should give you XP for like all the stolen wood that you get. Not a lot, but just like a tiny bit. Let me sleep. You know, they should have a thing where you can sleep during the day as well, and it just skips to night for people who want to only play at night. I mean, personally, I wouldn't do that, but it still would be like, you know, like, wow, this is a thing that I can do. I'm not going to, but I could. What was I gonna do? Oh yeah, sand. I need to go get sand. I have found sand. A whole 2 blocks of it. Oh, there's more than 2. Why, Dylan? Is it coarse and always getting everywhere? Nowhere near enough. I need more sand. Give me the sand. How much sand do I have? Still nowhere near enough. See, this is why being a popular YouTuber is so much easier. Because you can just be like, hey guys, I really don't feel like farming. Go out and get me sand. And like, let them join your server or something like that. Dylan, you know what you should do? Come over here and get me sand. I'll be the new Jesus. Except for I'll be better, because I'll have blackjack and hookers. Oh no, I'm out of dirt. I got dirt. Such a level of committed followers. I give up on all this sand. This sand's dumb. It's too coarse. Hello, new sand. Something else to make glass. Oh, I've already exceeded the time that I said I was gonna stream. Well, how much sand do I have? I have a lot of sand. Good. Well, that is it for me, guys. I will see you guys later. I will see Dylan this coming up Saturday. I'll be over at your house and I shall bring my PS4. Anyway, good night. Hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful night. Bye.